We welcome you to the Driscoll Arena in Fall River, Massachusetts for today's coverage of Somerset Berkeley Hockey on Blue Raiders Studios. And this afternoon, it's Division II versus Division III action as the 13-8 Taunton Tigers come to Fall River to take on the 17-1 Somerset Berkeley Raiders. Hello, everyone. Alongside Brady Kudo, I'm Keegan Hamblett. Brady, it is so good to be back announcing with you, and we got a good game that we're going to announce today.
You hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's been too long, I think, since we've done a game together, but this is really interesting. Somerset can clinch a home playoff game with a reasonable victory. Taunton's a scrappy team, very good in non-conference play, but expect a big game out of Brandon Sullivan. 22 saves on 22 shots faced on Saturday. He's been playing like an all-SEC caliber player, as is his front line, led by Davis Sullivan.
Somerset Berkeley going with all seniors in the starting five today. Davis Sullivan, Noah Taylor, Carlin Lord, your forwards, Nolan Botello, Matt Costa, your defenders. Sit back and enjoy the Raiders in white, Taunton in black. Off the faceoff, it is taken in the middle by Botello. Backhanded it to Costa, goes a little bit too far. Taunton will regather on the back end with Travis Cashman, the sophomore. And Taunton is able to get it clear. It's going to be no icing. Nolan Botello will get to it first on the left side. Sends it up the side for Noah Taylor. Didn't get all of it. It's going to fall back for Botello. Sullivan and Botello trying to decide who wants it. Davis Sullivan will step into the zone. He'll put a shot wide of Tomaziski's net. Taunton will reset. They'll loop it down. Costa gloves it at the line, trying to tap it forward. We do get a whistle and a stoppage of play, and as always, that takes us to today's starting goaltenders.
Brandon Silva, the best outright in the SEC. There's no debate. There's no question about it. .967 save percentage on the year. And then you've got Cam Tomaziski, the sophomore in net for the Tigers. 17 saves on 20 shots faced against Somerset. One of those being an empty netter. Sophomore, very promising prospect for Taunton.
Luke Garvin wins the faceoff against Trey Nadeau. The Raiders stepping into the zone again. But it's quickly restarted by the Tigers, and a good hit on the side by Mason Sullivan, leveling him down.
You're going to dictate the pace of the game if you're Somerset. They like to get physical. They like to get physical fast. Great way to set it up in a 3-on-2.
Noah Taylor, good step into the zone. Still going with it, trying to get by Cashman. Still loose behind Tomaziski's net. Cashman will reset, comes into the middle. That was a dangerous trying to move to get out of the zone. Taunton sends it in. It's off the own man of Trey Nadeau. Taunton will make a change. Noah Taylor will pass it back to Mason Sullivan on the right side. Into the middle for Matt Costa. Does a good move by Braden Simmons. Send it back in deep. Connor Garanson, one of the players, Brady, that we really have to watch for Taunton.
Yeah, I mean, it's Granson on that front line. Is Travis Cashman and Connor McGrath. I mean, are they all frontliners? Yes. But are they their three best goal scorers? Yes.
And we're going to have a penalty coming up right away. Jamie Valarelli trips up Liam DeRocher. Somerset Berkeley gets the power play for the first time tonight, and they've been capitalizing on it really for every chance that they've gotten this year.
It's the SEC's best power play, and it's also the SEC's one of the best penalty kills on the other side of the SEC. Taunton does fairly well in the penalty kill, but they go in the front unit. Great opportunity to go up one.
Snyder puts his version of the perfection line on for the power play. Garvin, as we've seen all year on the power play, playing as a defenseman on the right side.
That's what you want, an aggressive forecheck on this penalty kill against the best offense in the conference.
Kean Stafford into the zone on the left, cutting it back. He's going to backhand it down low for Garvin. Back to Stafford, across. Trying to get to Noah Taylor as walked down. Garvin the follow-up, back down low to Taylor. Taylor sends it behind the net for Davis Sullivan. Sullivan to his brother Mason Sullivan at the line, back to Davis. Davis Sullivan, a shot goes wide. They were trying to look for the tip from Noah Taylor. Taylor back with it, goes to the line to Garvin. Back down low to Taylor. Taylor walking in, a shot blocked away, and it's off the glass. Davis Sullivan back on it, goes to his brother Mason. Mason Sullivan back to Davis Sullivan. Sullivan walking in, goes down low, trying to feed it back across, and it's not there. And Taunton will walk away with it. They've got two forward if they want a short-handed chance. Colton Chirelis, and a shot goes wide. He kept in off the line by the Tigers, and they'll send it in deep.
I like the strategy by the Tigers. Now you're taking already about 10 seconds off this penalty. Get aggressive quickly.
Noah Taylor in on the left. A shot gets blocked down. DeRocher trying to follow it up. Leaves it for Mason Sullivan. A shot high off the glass. Garvin is going to let it go. And the Tigers will be able to get it out again. Pass goes across. A shot. That was McGrath who shot it. It's high off the glass on the right side of Silva. McGrath going to challenge Mason Sullivan. McGrath goes down. Low collision will come in Mason Sullivan, and DeRocher will restart on the right. 20 seconds to go on the penalty to Jamie Valarelli. Puck sent down. Silva will leave it for Luke Garvin, and both teams will make a change.
Yeah, Somerset got caught in the middle of a line change, as did Taunton too. Slow it down. Get one more good shot before you're back to 5-a-side.
Nate Mello steps in on the right. He's going to wrap it around for Jack Rothwell, the junior. And Somerset Berkeley's got to be careful with the guy coming out of the box. Puck's going to go all the way down. Silva has to cover, and he'll take a face-off on the left side of him. That is Brandon Silva's first save of the game.
I'm expecting, in the most positive way, a quiet game out of Brandon, because I think Taunton, not the most strongest offensive team. Again, you're going against the best tender in the South Coast Conference. So, we'll see. I think Taunton's going to hold their own for a little while, especially offensively, but he's Brandon Sullivan. I think that's the best way to describe him.
Granson takes it in the back. It was lost in the middle by the Tigers and Trey Nadeau. Brady Gomes will send it down. Vitello resets, goes to Rockwell. Try to feed in the middle for DeRocher. He lets it go for Nate Mello. He's offside at the line. The puck will come out for a face-off with 10:37 to go. Brady, as we always see on senior night, great crowd from the students and the parents.
Little bittersweet, I think that's the right word for Davis Sullivan and Noah. You got that vibe heading into you're leaving morning skate, getting into the arena today. You got that vibe, and typical bittersweet senior night vibe.
Puck comes out of the zone. Davis Sullivan will just send it in deep. Davis Sullivan, 23 goals to his name this year. He and Stafford will go against Connor Garanson. Puck will go around the glass. Vitello on the side, trying to take a shot. It was blocked down. Marcos gets to it. The wrist shot saved by Tomaziski. Second save of the game, and Taunton is able to get it out. Marcos has to be careful. The tallest guy on the ice for Somerset Berkeley at 6'2", able to get it away and out of the zone. Sullivan walks in. Good move. Davis Sullivan in. Nearly lost it. Had Preston in the area. Puck sent all the way down. That is going to be no icing as it was waved off. Might have been deflected off a Raider on the way down. Goes to Aaron Preston on the right side, a little bit too far. Captain Chirelis will get it out to the neutral zone. Taylor will try to restart on the right side, hauled down by McGrath. Might have lost his footing. Chirelis to his right, able to get it out again. The intended target was Dylan McCauley, and we do get a whistle on a stoppage of play. It is offside at the line.
That was close. I feel like they could have let him keep going, but interested to see our two officials today. It's a non-conference game, meaning it doesn't, standings-wise, it doesn't mean much, but this is a big game in terms of the power rankings on both sides.
Rothwell leaves it for Garvin. The shot scores! And there it is! The 100th goal of the year for Somerset Berkeley, and it's Luke Garvin with his 12th to give the Raiders the lead 1-0.
That's just a beautiful piece of play. Garvin getting in quick, right where he's supposed to be, in that center slot, caught it for 1-0. Garvin's 12th, now doubled his goal scoring total from last season.
3 goals in 2 games for the alternate captain, Luke Garvin. 5:47 the time of the goal, and it's a big one for Somerset Berkeley. Costa will play it off the boards to Noah Taylor, trying to step into the zone. But Luke Garvin had an extra step, and it did get deflected on the way through. Costa will play it to the side to Rothwell. Rothwell going to send it off the boards down. It was tapped down by Nadeau. Garvin stepping in again. He wants more. Garvin the stick drag, and he doesn't get all of it on the shot. Taunton again able to send it out. Puck's a little bit too far down by Taunton. And halfway taps in the middle. It's sent down. Brady, the Tigers must know really well how to do a line change because their head coach is a former player of the Tigers hockey program. So it's a save by Silva.
It's been a lot of dump and chase so far for the Tigers, I feel. Haven't been able to get anything going. Somerset's winning a lot of early pucks in the neutral zone.
Braden Simmons lost it at the line. Valarelli will step in. A good move by Mason Sullivan, and his shot is saved by Silva again. Silva's always done good on that low glove side. Doesn't give up juicy rebounds that much at all.
It's like we keep saying, he's the best goaltender in the conference.
Drosha wins the faceoff against Valarelli. Marcos sends it around. Again, McKenna took a hit on the side. He went down. That was Braden Simmons on the hit. Patello in the back. Good job to get it away, but not out. McGrath at the line, goes wide, trying to look for a tip from Simmons. McKenna again on the left. Patello tried to leave it. Valarelli will send it in deep. Marcos the backhand to Mello. Drosha able to backhand it out of the zone. Taunton's going to step in again, and he's hauled down. There's no arm up, and the Taunton bench is livid. That should have been a penalty. 100%.
That's a trip, 100%.
Patello up the side for McKenna, steps in, and a good hit on the side by John McGrath, the brother of Connor McGrath. So that's some of that brother chemistry they see on the Tiger side.
I don't think they went for the trip because there was a play on the puck first, which it doesn't justify it. But if you're not going to call a trip, that's usually wise, because if you play the puck first and then he falls down, you get a 50-50 shot of it being called. But
it's almost like basketball a little bit. When you try to go for the ball, you might hit the arm.
You're exactly right.
Mason Sullivan at the line, tipped, and it's gloved by Tomaszewski.
And we talked about Tomaszewski, a butterfly-style goaltender. So MLS season openers on my goalkeeper.
Yeah, Saturday night, the Revs open their season. You're getting ready. Stafford trying to send it for Preston in front, try to get it to Davis Sullivan. His brother Mason Ford waiting at the line. Sullivan is able to get it free. Preston coming in to help. The Taunton takes it away. Another foot guard raise. Mattia is not happy. And that's another similar play that we've seen. Tomaszewski covers up again. He'll take another face-off. And that's something really that Tomaszewski and the Tigers have to avoid really as the game goes on, the face-offs in their end.
You want to avoid losing the face-offs, and you need to avoid the second goal. Taunton's a team that they're not good when they play from behind. And Somerset is better than good when they play ahead. So Taunton's going to keep this within a goal to, I'll even say 2 goals, but I feel like even 2-goal lead, that's stretching it a little bit for them.
It's going to be Nadeau and Sullivan on the face-off. Sullivan gets the better of it. Preston goes on the right, trying to loop it up far for Kean Stafford. No icing. Stafford the backhand, tried to get into the middle. It was blocked down by Nadeau. Mason Sullivan on the right side, sending it down low again. Davis Sullivan will get to it first. Goes to Costa at the line. The wrist shot gets through, save, and a dangerous rebound as Preston was breaking forward. Preston trying to work against Nadeau and Cashman again to get the puck. Good step up by Davis Sullivan to get it to Costa at the line. Across for Mason Sullivan. He's going to hold it, take a wrist shot down low, saved by Tomaszewski. Khan still not able to get it clear. Mason Sullivan takes it down with the glove. Will send it in deep again. Chirelis off the side for Hathaway, taking over. Stafford, a shot, scores! Kean Stafford, it's 2-0 Raiders.
This is where they get dangerous now. Kevin Snyder's not going to want to let up, and why should he? This is where Somerset's their most dangerous. Especially in terms of playoffs and in power rankings. Every goal you get now, even if it's a non-con, is only going to help you come March.
And you talked about earlier, Brady, trying to get that 2-goal lead. How about this stat? In the last 3 years, in games decided by 2 goals or more in the regular season, Somerset Berkeley is 31-0.
Just think about that. 31-0. That's not bad.
Not bad, you haven't lost. The only loss really has been in that tournament game against Wakefield last year in the round of 32. They were on the road. That was an 11th seed with Wakefield and a 22nd seed for Somerset Berkeley. The Raiders got to be careful with the puck. They turn it over, a shot, good save by Silva on the stick of Jamie Valarelli.
Then you get Stafford scoring his 14th of the year. When you talk about a rookie of the year, in the South Coast Conference. How is it? I feel like you'd be disrespecting Kean Stafford if you said it wasn't him.
I mean, it depends, though, because when you say rookie, you look at the roster and think, oh, he's a junior, but he's a transfer.
Right, exactly.
Garvin steps in again, trying to get by Garance, and it wasn't there. Vitello, good job to keep it in. Garvin can't get it before Tomaziski does. He'll cover in another face-off in his end. Tie up on the face-off. It's going to fall for McKenna, who puts a shot wide. Shirella sends it all the way down. That'll be an icing against Taunton. Another face-off in the zone. And Brady, there's a lot of fans standing around that glass in the Taunton end, and they usually switch over for each period wherever the Raiders are shooting.
Good showing for the Taunton side. Again, they haven't had a bad season per se. They come in at 13-8 overall, but it's conference play. It's that Hockomock League. It is so tough this time of year. That's what is lowering them when it comes to the polls and the rankings and things like that. But this is going to be a team 3 weeks from now that you're not going to want to mess with.
And that Hockomock division, that doesn't go really for just hockey. That goes for every sport.
It goes for every, yes. Football and basketball especially. But don't count out Hockomock hockey. It's some of the best.
Ransom down low for McGrath. The shot goes right across the crease. Be kept in by John McGrath. Down low to his brother Connor. McGrath trying to spring through. Now goes on the backhand by Nate Mello. Will send it to the line. Garanson a shot gets blocked down. Nearly a breakaway chance for the Raiders. John McGrath. The shot is blocked by Matt Costa. He's trying to get that hit on the side. DeRocher will step forward. He's got Nate Mello breaking behind him. DeRocher hauled down, nothing called. He goes right into the boards. And he stays down for a little bit. Somerset Berkeley can't enter the zone as they would be in an offside position. Costa a good hit on the side against Dylan McCarty. DeRocher able to get to the bench, so that's good.
I feel like Taunton's trying to rush their offense a little bit. I mean, you're at a point, you get plenty of time left in the game. 33 minutes. You can't rush offense. Not against this team that's going to make you pay on a transition.
Here comes Kean Stafford. The shot goes wide. It might have been gotten to Tomaziski. Good hit on the side by the Raiders. That was Braden Pimentel who sends him flying. Pimentel finally back on the ice after missing the last couple of games. The puck pops up in the air. Will be gloved down, but Tons will get it out of the zone. Good break forward. This is Brady Gomes, a shot, another save by Silva. It's one of the first dangerous rebounds we've seen. It came right in the crease, and Somerset Berkeley had to be able to clear it away. Davis Sullivan sends it down, no icing. Mason Sullivan, the good step forward. Mason Sullivan in himself, a shot might have hit the outside of the post. Taylor at the line with the follow-up, tipped by Garvin, and another save by Tomaziski. Rothwell trying to spring it free, but it doesn't work in the Raiders' favor. Taylor couldn't hold it in. It'll go all the way down. It's slowing down. It'll be an icing against Taunton. That puck slowed down, and you wondered if it was going to get all the way down for an icing.
Nine goals in their last 4 periods of play for Somerset. That's a good. That's a good weekend.
It's unreal. Unreal. Noah Taylor, good work on the side. Vitello will leave it for Rothwell. He'll backhand it in. 1:45 to go in the first. Somerset Berkeley leading Taunton 2-0 at the Driscoll Arena in Fall River. Taylor sends it down low for Garvin. To Vitello, wrist shot, tip, saved by Tomaziski. And the rebound goes to the side. Marcos across, wristing it towards goal. Goes wide, might have been looking for the tip from Rothwell. Marcos again holding it in. Good move. Can he catch up to it? Rothwell will backhand it. Tomaziski will cover. Sullivan wins the faceoff, goes back to Stafford. Stafford in front, tipped by DeRocher, and it goes wide. Botello unable to hold it in, and he'll have to reset. Goes across to Marcos on the left, lost it. Could be a chance the other way, but Davis Sullivan, the good step up to get it to the side to DeRocher, kept it at the line. Marcos will get to it first, sending it up. Did not touch Botello, goes all the way down for an icing with 51.4 to go in the first.
Somerset's not taking the same aggressive approach. I thought they'd keep going, keep the offense, don't let up yet, but they're starting to let up a little bit. Starting to be more patient with the shot selection.
It'll be the two captains on the faceoff, Davis Sullivan and Connor McGrath on the right side of Silva. McGrath wins it, goes to the line. Goranson will send it down low. Still McCoy, back to McGrath. A little bit too hard of a pass. Mason Sullivan sends it up for DeRocher to Davis Sullivan. Sullivan enters the zone. DeRocher breaking, trying to get the tip, and it goes just wide. The follow-up backhand never got all the way through. Stafford mishandled. Could be a break the other way. Here comes Connor McGrath in, and he scores! He scored in the last game against Somerset Berkeley. And again, just like that last game, he's cut the lead in half 2-1.
That's just a great piece of play right there. Beautiful interception off. Great last minute dive by Costa. That actually hit Silva's glove and then went in, but there's a great read. They're too patient in the neutral zone. You still got to get forward. When they get to four, if they get to 4 goals a game, that's when they're starting to let up. But you're at the point in the season now you can't let up even if you're up 6, 7, 8. You gotta keep your foot in the gas pedal.
15 seconds to go in the first. It's a brand new game. Here come the Tigers into the zone again. The captain, Shirella, couldn't get by Mason Sullivan, and the puck goes through the netting. It is out of play. And a fan did get it on the right side. They do warm up with a lot of pucks, but they usually do decide to throw it back in. But he is going to keep it. Good for him.
I don't want any pucks coming through this little hole in the net.
That happens before. That happened during the first game I filmed for Blue Raiders Studios. Got to be careful with the puck. Mason Sullivan in the back. Another shot for a penalty, and another shot by Granson. Saved by Silva. That is how the first period ends. The shots on goal through the first 15 minutes. Somerset Berkeley with 11, Taunton with 8. It is the Raiders who currently lead the Tigers 2-1 as we head into the second period, which comes up in just a minute. We are back for the start of the second period here at the Driscoll Arena in Fall River, Massachusetts. For the start of the second period between today's hockey game between the Somerset Berkeley Raiders and the Taunton Tigers. Goals from Luke Garvin, Keane Stafford for the Raiders, and Connor McGrath for the Tigers have the score 2-1 Somerset Berkeley at the end of 15 minutes. The Raiders in white, the Tigers are in black. For the start of the second period, I'm going to be joined by a special guest. He's a former player for the Raiders, the former voice of the Raiders, Mr. John Sylvia. Welcome, John. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, Keegan. Thank you for having me back in the booth. It's good to see this team continuing the success that we were talking about them potentially having at the beginning of the year.
Of course, tonight is senior night. What did that mean to you when you had your senior night here?
Well, senior night was just one of those special moments where you get to share with your family and your community. And for this group specifically, there's a lot of emotion because they were the centerpieces for the last few years.
Luke Garvin gets the first shot on goal in the second period, and it is saved by the goaltender, Cam Tomaziski. He is the first goaltender in double-digit saves tonight with 10. John, Somerset Berkeley right now is 14th in the Division II standings. How far do you see this team going? They've only got 1 loss on the year.
Well, with the talent that I've seen from this squad, I think that the sky is the limit, and they can really dictate a lot of how their season goes based on their play.
Costa at the line had a shot tipped by Luke Garvin, and it went wide on the side. Noah Taylor will pick it up. Backhanded in deep. Colton Chirelis, one of the two Tigers captains, will get it up the boards for Owen Hathaway. Hathaway doing a good job to get it out of the zone to the red line. Noah Taylor trying to loft it in. It'll work for Luke Garvin on the left, and he took a hit on the side by Colton Chirelis. And Garvin will get it free on the side for a one-time shot by Costa that didn't get all the way through. Costa will get back on it on the right. They send it in deep, blocked down by Brady Gomes. Gomes does a good job, sends it off the glass. Costa gets it by Nadu. Taylor in a tie-up with Gomes, and Taylor shoves him down, and he's going to get a penalty.
And that's one of those tough spots where, Keegan, you need to make sure as a player you're not letting your emotions get the best of you. Obviously, Taylor, a very passionate player. He loves the game, and he wants to make sure he's making the right decisions all the time. Tough bounce for him there.
We've seen that a couple times this year from Noah Taylor. A couple of extra shots right at the end. And in a one-goal game, it's still early, but those are the penalties they really just want to try to avoid as much as possible.
And especially, Keegan, we were talking about them going into the state tournament. You definitely cannot have those miscues when it comes to be playoff time.
No doubt about it. McGrath can't win the face-off, and a stumble on the side by the Tigers. The puck stays in the zone somehow. Here comes Davis Sullivan. He had a shorthanded goal the game on Saturday against Cambridge, and that puck is deflected off the stick, and it hits the netting. And I know your time here, we've seen a couple of these pucks go right through the net. You got to be careful up here.
Oh no, they used to have the signs, Keegan, when I was growing up that said, watch out for flying pucks. They used to smear them right on the glass.
Another shot got through from Davis Sullivan, another save from Tomaziski. The Tigers, so far in the opening few seconds of this power play, can't get anything going. Marcos will send it in deep. Travis Cashman can't beat Kean Stafford to it. Stafford, the good bat by McGrath, and he'll restart for the Tigers. Had to fish it out of his skate. McGrath up to the side to Garanson. Garanson trying to get through two Raiders. Still stays in. McGrath a shot, and it is gloved up by Silva. Held onto it just a little bit too long. It is his 8th save of the game, but it does come with the face-off in his end.
And one of those things that we talk about with Brandon Silva is sometimes his save numbers may not be completely there, but that doesn't mean that he's not making the plays he needs to make. It's a credit to his defense many times as well.
Just got another save on that sequence there. It's held in at the line by Cashman. Cashman trying to get free to spring a shot, and it got through. Silva's up to 10 saves on the night. Costa trying to beat Cashman to it. It's going to go around the boards. Braden Simmons down low with Kean Stafford. Puck springs free for Mason Sullivan, trying to get it up for his brother Davis Sullivan. Chirelis gets the puck back. Another shot gets blocked down by Costa. Raiders still can't get it out. Kept in at the line. A shot by Valarelli hits the top netting, and it goes out of play with 41 seconds to go in the power play for the Tigers.
And Keegan, that's more of that defense that I was just talking about. Sometimes the shots don't even make it to Silva because his big body D-men are there to block it ahead of time.
Now, you've been here since the beginning of the game. You were under Snyder for a couple of years. Just to see him start with all 5 seniors in the lineup, minus Brandon because they don't have a senior goaltender, what does that show really maybe about him and the team chemistry with one another?
Well, Kevin Snyder always likes to honor seniority in any way that he can, and in that situation, putting your 5 seniors out there is always a good move. Gets them to sort of display what it's like to be developed under Kevin Snyder.
Garvin can't get it by Cashman at the line. Between the legs failed, but it does stay in. McGrath on the left side, and the follow-up effort by Luke Garvin does come out. Puck will bounce wide to the right side of Brandon Silva's net. Costa will send it the length of the ice, and that should kill the penalty on Noah Taylor.
Great job by Somerset Berkeley. Aggressive, but a bit conservative at times as well, making sure they kept Taunton at bay on that power play chance for the Tigers.
Simmons back down low. This is McGrath walking on the left side of Silva. Will send it back in deep for Simmons. Braden Simmons has Colton Chirelis at the line. Does a spin by Noah Taylor. Goes back down low. Simmons is open in the middle. Nadu couldn't get it to him. Noah Taylor springs free with the puck. Could be a 3-on-2 the other way. Taylor couldn't get the puck by the skate of Colton Chirelis. Costa cuts off Mason Sullivan from getting the puck. They'll get a good pass off to Liam DeRocher. DeRocher cutting it back, a good move. DeRocher the backhand, trying to feed it down low to Garvin. Puck springs free, and it will be cleared all the way down, and it's going to go wide to the right of Silva's net, and that will be an icing. And John, thank you so much for joining us for the few minutes that you were in here. I'm going to give it back to Brady Kudo. It's always great having you up here.
Thank you so much, Keegan. Always a pleasure.
Welcome back, Brady.
Great to be here.
Stafford has a good jump forward, trying to get it away. Puck will be sent around the boards. Kept in at the line by Nolan Metello. Walked down by Goranson, and Davis Sullivan tried to get it to Aaron Preston, who was breaking free down low. Marcos gets it by Cashman. Preston has the angle on it, and he took a hit on the side, and a lot of the parents in front screaming for a penalty. Preston is up, that's good. Puck lofted out. Somerset Berkeley's got to be careful. Owen Hathaway down the ice, and it will be an icing.
Somerset fans wanted a penalty on that last hit. I didn't see one, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know, did you?
I mean, it would depend really if he was away from the puck or not. Because there was a clean hit on the side, it would just depend.
Yeah, I mean.
Because usually the unofficial rule is half a second to a second. Davis Sullivan wins it against Connor McGrath, with the Tigers start the other way. John McGrath sends it in down low behind Silva's net. 10 minutes to go in the second. Somerset Berkeley still leading Taunton 2-1. McGrath gets it to Chirelis at the line, and this could be a chance the other way. Stafford in the backhand into the middle. Colton Chirelis cut it off. Sullivan blocks it down. The backhand never got all the way through. Cashman sends it off the boards. Stafford holding it in, sends down McCoy. Stafford the good step. The leave off for Nate Mello. Mello, a shot gets deflected and it goes wide. Kept in at the line again. The zone time mountain on the shift for Somerset Berkeley. Colton Chirelis sends it around the boards. McCoy has Connor McGrath. It's going to be a little bit too far for him. Metello resets on the Somerset Berkeley end. There's a shot blocked down by John McGrath. This is Chirelis in. He's on the backhand looking for somebody to go to. Goes to the line to Cashman. A one-timer goes wide on the right. Mello sends it off the boards, and it comes out of Price. It'll be an icing against Somerset Berkeley. The face-off back down in Silva's end.
Missed opportunity that last time in the offensive zone by Sullivan, trying to get too cute with it. Stafford, the stutter step, said he should have just thrown it on net. Could be an opportunity. That could be a wasted opportunity. Like,
shot by the line by Goranson, got all the way through. Silva didn't see it till the last second. It's his 11th save of the game. Somerset Berkeley trying to spring and attack the other way. Rockwell just sends it into the stick of Connor Goranson. Costa trying to get the angle on the side against Simmons. Garvin comes in to help. Tomaziski will let it go on the left side for Chirelis. And we do get a whistle. It will be another icing against Somerset Berkeley. Icing starting to pile up. Face-offs in Silva's end. Raiders got to be careful. It's a game.
It's been a common theme today is a face-off in Brandon Silva's end of the ice, which is unlike the Raiders. But still, defensively, one of the better games they've played all year.
Goes back to the line again. Goranson, a shot got blocked again. Never went all the way through. Luke Garvin springs it the other way, trying to get it to Jack Rockwell. A little bit too far. Goranson sends it back to the red line. Noah Taylor can't catch up to it. Chirelis back across for Goranson. Sending it up the boards, and it's going to be no icing. Costa just let it go. Costa stumbled. Braden Simmons walking in into the middle. Nothing is there. Here comes Noah Taylor in on the right. Taylor, the backhand, going to wrap it around, and he hit the outside of the net. That puck will go all the way down for an icing. Good chance by Noah Taylor, but he just couldn't capitalize on it.
Not a bad shot, not a bad take either. They're getting more aggressive. They're still pushing it, which is exactly what you need. Now that you're down one, you can't sit back like you were down two.
Liam DeRocher and Trey Nadeau on the face-off circle this time. The junior against the forward. The junior gets the best of it. Goranson can't get it out. Mello stepping in. Mello across. The shot scores! And it's Cam McKenna, the freshman, 3-1 Raiders.
You talk about the power of the transfer and the power of school choice. That's a Swansea kid. That's the best freshman on this team, by far. That's a well-deserved goal for Cam McKenna.
7:08, the time of the goal, the third year Third goal of the year, I should say, for Cam McKenna. He's leading all the freshmen. This kid's going to be special, Brady, for the next 3 seasons.
No doubt. That's a few, in 3 years, that's your first line center.
Cashman at the line, saved the rebound. Silva got another piece, and another try goes right through the crease. 3 saves on that sequence for Brandon Silva, and the Raiders are able to get it out again. Nate Mello walking in, tried to pass it off, it's not there. Marco sends it back in. Everybody's offside, so everybody's got to get back. Hathaway out, trying to get it to Nadu, not there. Ada Marcos to Nate Mello. Mello up the boards. Is sent down and no icing. Hathaway on the side trying to loft it up for Brady Gomes. Brady Gomes, a wrist shot, gets blocked down by Marcos and it goes wide. Botello to it first. Mello tries to kick it out of his skate. John McGrath sends it down low to Trey Nadu. It'll spring free to Ada Marcos. Up the side for McKenna. Back across to Mello. Tomaziski will glove it down. Sometimes they tell you, Brady, as a goalie, don't glove the high ones down. And that one was a high one on Tomaziski.
Just let it go. There's no need. Because the chances of you bringing it down and you dropping it, it creates problems. There you go.
Goranson on the left side, and then we go with Driscoll. Stafford picks the puck back up and will restart on the right side. Stafford in, got knocked off the puck. He took a hit from John McGrath. Travis Cashman up the side. Costa keeps it in. We'll send it down low to Kean Stafford. It's not there. Pimentel lets it go from Mason Sullivan. Good keep in. Mason Sullivan trying to spring down low. Centering in front. Got to be careful. Stafford couldn't tip it in. And McGrath will send it all the way down for an icing. Another dangerous chance right in front.
Stafford came in at a tough angle, and he stayed at that tough angle to the right of Tomaziski just about the entire shift. But they got the puck on net. That's what you need. Now you got the second line out, the goal scoring line with Galvin, Rothwell, and Taylor. Go up 3 here.
Garvin wins the face-off. Sullivan at the line. Shot is saved again by Tomaziski. Looked like for a second Valarelli won that face-off, and it was just a miss hit trying to get it back, and it just went back to the line.
And Taunton's one of the better face-off teams in the Hockomock.
This time Valarelli wins in. It goes behind. A little bit too far for Drew Nadu. Luke Garvin has to reset. 5:41 to go in the second. Puck off the boards. Works good for Noah Taylor. Couldn't get by Travis Cashman. Tigers sending it around Mason Sullivan to Rothwell. Has to work against Drew Nadu. Instead, will send it down. Cashman with Garvin on him. It goes to the line. Costa! It looked like he's going to go on net. Rothwell batted it back. Rothwell to Taylor. Costa can't hold it in. He's got to chase it back. Costa, one of the few multi-sport athletes on this Raiders side, also involved with the football program at Somerset, along with Davis Sullivan. Mason Sullivan to step in. Goranson will get it out. Costa gets it in the back. Mason Sullivan steps in again on Contreras. Mason Sullivan blocking down the rebound. Score! Jack Rothwell. It's 4-1.
What do you do now? Keep it going. Keep that foot on the gas pedal. You can't let up. Still a lot of game time left. And Taunton's taking their timeout.
Timeout called by Coach Chris Matei, and the Tigers will take it to 4:48 to go in the second. Raiders lead 4-1. 4:48 to go in the second period here at Driscoll Arena in Fall River, Massachusetts. Is Somerset Berkeley currently on top of Taunton 4-1, with the last goal coming from Jack Rothwell, his 10th goal of the year.
Kind of right place, right time for Rothwell. 2-on-1 situation. On the other side, gets the rebound. Beautifully potted in.
McKenna back to the line to Marcos. Slap shot. Got blocked down by the skate. The follow-up never got to the stick of Nate Mello. Marcos will send it back in. DeRoche is offside. He has to get back. Connor Goranson across for Colton Chirelis. Mello challenging Chirelis. Chirelis stepping in. Gets a shot on net, and it's gloved by Brandon Silva. Gotta wonder, Brady, too, maybe if Chirelis, McGrath, and Mello are kind of slow playing it. They're on the same club team with South Shore Kings, so they definitely know one another inside and outside of the high school.
That chemistry helps. The Raiders doing a good job of shutting it down so far.
Puck will go around the boards. Preston will get it on the side. Couldn't get to it. John McGrath sends it in. It was blocked down by Aiden Marcos. Here comes Keaton Stafford, one-on-one. Stafford, the wrist shot, good save by Thomas Iski. Came up right near the neck protector. Davis Sullivan trying to step up against Travis Cashman. Stafford coming in to help as well. Braden Simmons has the best angle on it. He'll spring free for Ballarelli. Stafford trying the self pass. Davis Sullivan, Acosta at the line. Down low to Stafford. Stafford into the middle and the crease. Puck still loose. Acosta across to Mason Sullivan. Sullivan across. Stafford in front, not there. Drew Nadeau will go the other way. Will loft it in, tapped down by the stick of Mason Sullivan. Sullivan try to let it go. Simmons gets it back. Braden Simmons in front, not on net. Travis Cashman couldn't hold it in, and it comes out of the zone. McCaughey across for Chirelis. Mason Sullivan steps up and gets it back. He's got his brother Davis on the side. If he's able to get the puck back, he's not able to. Costa can't hold it in. He'll backhand it across. And the Raiders will do a line change. A little sneak away break maybe for Trey Nadeau. It was a little bit too far of a pass. Mason Sullivan sends it around for Kean Stafford. Cashman a good step forward into the middle. Davis Sullivan blocks it away. Gomes can't get to it. He'll send it high off the glass. Davis Sullivan leaves it for Matt Costa. Come back out. Cashman has to send it in deep again. Silva sticks it aside, and Costa will reset with 2:22 to go.
2-2-2.
Another try gets to the net. Silva again, gloving it. Now both goaltenders have 16 saves on the night. One of them, though, has given up a few more goals.
Silva's 16-17, not a bad day.
Rothwell with step up, trying to leave it forward, and Taylor might have been in an offside position. Either way, the puck doesn't connect with him. Now Will is trying to get a couple extra shots at Trey Nadeau. Gomes sends it in deep. Go around the net. Chirelis gets to it first. Chirelis tried to feed it down low to Hathaway. Marcos on the side, trying to bat it down. Govin gets it away to Taylor. Taylor, here he comes, gonna loft it up down low. Be on the side of Thomas Iski's net, nearly an own goal as that was batted forward by Connor Goranson. Botello tried to get it down low to Taylor, wasn't there. Govin trying to get back on it, leave it for Jack Rothwell. Trying to backhand it back, Goranson takes it away. Gomes restarts on the right side. He'll take a slap shot down, might have been partially blocked. Botello lost it, another try. It's the top of the glass, really the highest it can hit to stay in play. Rothwell couldn't get it up. Marcos trying to, took a stumble, but he was able to get it to the blue line. Puck deflected down, no icing, 1:08 to go in the period. Nolan Botello up the middle, could be a break forward. Rothwell couldn't fish it out of his skates. McGrath sends it down low. Nolan Botello the first to it. Puck comes out of the zone again. Puck sent around. Jack Rothwell not able to get it by Chirelis. Now it comes out. Might have hit the own man as it came through. John McGrath with Noah Taylor working on him. Gets up on the side. McCaughey leaves it for Chirelis. Block shot goes wide on the left. Marcos couldn't get to it. Mello couldn't get it out. Goranson another try. Saved by Silva.
.24 seconds left. Get it out of your zone as soon as you can. Dump and chase here.
Little
if you're
type in the
Raiders.
middle, shot by Simmons, again saved by Silva. That only took 5 seconds off the
Yeah.
clock, and they're gonna have another chance.
You gotta dump and chase if you're the Raiders. Don't get an icing. Play smart here.
Drosher and another tie-up on the face-off. Simmons gets it again. The shot goes wide. Might have been blocked. Cashman in front, blocked by the skate of Matt Costa. 7 seconds to go. Mason Sullivan gets to it first. 4 seconds. Let's see what he does. He'll get it away to Matt Costa. That is the end of the second period. The shots on goal through 30 minutes. It is Somerset Berkeley with 20, and it is Taunton with 19. Pretty evenly faced, Brady, but still, we got a long way to go.
15 minutes left. The only big separation right now is the goal department, 4-1. I think Taunton's going to get more aggressive. They're going to get more higher on the forecheck. Once they do that, and they start getting more aggressive and start dictating the pace of the period, we could have a new game.
4-1 Raiders after 15 minutes to go at the Driscoll Arena. The third period comes up in just a minute. We are back at the Driscoll Arena for the start of the third period in today's boys varsity ice hockey game. Somerset Berkeley on top of Taunton 4-1. Taunton will attack near us in the black jerseys. Somerset going the other way in the white jerseys. McGrath leaves it off. A shot saved by Silva. The rebound goes just wide off the stick of Connor McGrath. Robin able to get it up. A good move to get the puck into the zone. John McGrath reads it well. He'll send it around the boards. Mason Sullivan holding it at the line, takes a shot, looking for a deflection, didn't get all the way through. McGrath starts up the other way, the puck is deflected and it goes out of play. Just over that netting, we get a little extra action after the whistle, Brady. A little bit of a scrum.
I've seen worse. That's all right.
Now they're all having a good chuckle about it.
It's they're just making friends, that's all. That's all they're doing.
Garvin and Nadeau on the face-off. The referee kind of gets in the way of it. Sullivan sends it up for Rothwell. That's a good pass. He tried to tap it into the middle. Travis Cashman get it back. Rothwell applying more pressure on him. Rothwell gets the angle on the puck. Leaves it. The shot gets blocked. Garvin gets it first for the Raiders. He's got Costa at the line. Instead takes it down low against Cashman. Puck centered in front. Costa walks in. Near the face-off circle, down low to Taylor in front, looking for Garvin. Didn't get on net. Garvin back to it. Goes to Costa, alternate to alternate. Costa sends it down low for Taylor. Taylor into the middle, trying to look for Rothwell. It'll be a 2-on-2 break. Rothwell, great hustle to get back into the play. Hathaway on the side, good hit by Mason Sullivan. Rothwell gets to the puck first. Kept in at the line. Taylor's gonna get it out. Noah Taylor, good move, but he couldn't get by the second Tiger. Brady, so far, a minute and a half in. Taunton has most of the control so far.
Yeah, they look like I'm not gonna say a completely different team, but they definitely come out with more energy. They're winning those pucks in the neutral zone. They're getting it towards Silva, which is what they need down 3.
Davis Sullivan up the side for Kean Stafford, who will send it in deep. Sullivan gets to it first, back to Stafford. Stafford back to Sullivan, to Mason Sullivan. The shot gets deflected, pops up in the air and hits the netting, and it is out of play. Let's take a look, Brady, a little bit of the history between Somerset Berkeley and Taunton for hockey. Somerset's won the last 3 meetings. Last Taunton win was here at Driscoll, February 19th, 2020. It was a 3-1 win by the Tigers.
Did you call that game?
No.
No.
I filmed it though. Puck goes all the way down. Marcos has to step. It is an icing. Jamie Valarelli looks a little bit confused of why that was, but this isn't the NHL rule about if it breaks the line if somebody gets to it first. Face-off won by the Tigers. McGrath sends it off the boards. It's going to go all the way down for another icing. Well, we have a second. Let's thank everybody who's helping out with today's game. We got Nate Poirier, Kayla Caruso doing our camera under the direction of Tara Peckham for our Blue Raider Studios. Brady Kudo doing color commentary. We had the former Raider, John Sylvia, helping out as well. Big shout out to everybody today on senior night for the Somerset Berkeley hockey program. Preston, a shot, gets blocked down, never gets through. He's trying to get back on it. The Tigers will walk the other way. Valarelli will send it in deep. Marcos can't catch up to it. Simmons on the side, sending it for Garanson. Garanson trying to fish it out of his skates. Marcos and Garanson tied up, trying to get the puck. It wasn't near any of them. Shot from the line. Simmons deflects it wide. Marcos gets a good angle on it. Drew Nadeau cut off by Aiden Marcos. Nadeau can't get to it. Preston with some sticks being raised. Got delayed offside at the line against Taunton. The arm goes back down. Stafford into the zone as Preston. Stafford still going, lost it. About 40 feet away from the net. Patello on the right, sending it up for Davis Sullivan. Sullivan gets by Chirelis, good move. Here's Preston, a shot, and it goes just wide. Another backdoor chance, never got on net. Patello sending it down low, trying to look for Aaron Preston. And it wasn't there. Another try is saved by Tom Maziski. Brady so far, 4 goals for the Raiders. It's senior night. None of the seniors have a goal yet so far.
It's the ironic part about senior night is sometimes seniors don't perform as well as they normally do.
Face-off won by the Raiders, goes down low. Garanson can't get it by McKenna. Try to send it into the middle, block down. Connor McGrath is going to start up the middle. That's dangerous. They tell you sometimes never go up the middle or pass it over the middle if you're a defenseman. Did work. He gets it into the zone. Good hit on the side by Mason Sullivan. Drosher sending it up for McKenna, and we got a penalty, it looks like. It looks like the motioning for Connor McGrath to go to the box and Mason Sullivan matching penalties, it looks like.
I think
Play
they're
a
both
little
going to
form
get a couple for roughing, maybe. But they're going to go 5-on-5. Those penalties cancel out.
We were talking about a little bit about how no seniors scored tonight. Last year, there was one senior who scored. It was Josh Pacheco, who's in the building tonight watching the game. And it was really a dump-in about 10 feet away, or in front of the red line. And it just scored it by the goaltender, Tom Gallivati, the former Old Rochester netminder. Costa gets it on the backhand. We'll send it up the middle, cut off by Mackay. Mackay with DeRocher applying pressure. Mackay was going to go all the way around, past Costa. Costa trying to finish a hit. Didn't get all of it. McKenna stepping in to help. Won't work in the end. Trey Nadeau had a block by Vitello. He'll come back in. Silva lets Costa have it. 10:40 to go in the game. It's been a great game overall today. DeRocher on the side. Comes back out of the zone. McKenna trying to work against Trey Nadeau. He'll backhand and Macari sends it in deep. Patello restarting on the right. The tap forward. Liam DeRocher into the zone. DeRocher saved by Thomas Iski. Gets his own rebound back. Couldn't get a shot as Simmons was breaking to apply the pressure. Patello gets it back to the red line, and we got delayed offside right now as Valarelli was still in the zone when he got taken down. Sometimes when we see that offside hand signal goes up, it's the same one for a penalty.
Yeah,
so you might get
they had the argument for the penalty too, but delay offside later negated.
Battle for it on the left side. Taylor walks away with it. He's going to try to start it up on the left himself. The good self pass gets taken down. Nothing called, no arm goes up. He might have just tumbled on himself.
Good no call there.
Taylor gets it back. We'll send it too far for Jack Rothwell. Be a nice thing in the face-off towards our end. 9:25 to go. Most of the fans, Brady's still here. They're going to be doing a little thing in the room right up here on the second level next to us. The whole team is going to be here afterwards, probably for a team dinner or something like that.
Are we joining them?
No.
No?
You're a junior. I'm a year out of high school. Trey Nadeau trying to step forward, had it blocked down by Taylor. Rothwell gets it away to Taylor, and he's taken down right in the middle. Puck goes off the side. Vitello wants to step in. He's got to wait for everybody to get back on side. And the referee took a stumble. They do call it offside. He is a little bit shaken up, grabbing the right arm.
The one guy you don't want to run into.
At least if you hit a referee unless if it's intentional or not. You won't get a penalty.
Oh no, I mean that wasn't intentional, but
Trip him up with the stick. You won't get a penalty.
that doesn't feel good.
Costa on the left side had a block down again by Chirelis. Chirelis having a really good game today. Garvin trying to step in. He's got a goal to his name today. Mason Sullivan sending it in deep. Taylor shoves a player off the puck. Instead didn't play the puck. They couldn't get back on it. Could be a 3-on-2. They've now got 4 for it if they want it for Taunton. Shot. Took a weird bounce off the side right in front.
That I have never seen before.
Here goes Garvin the other way, has to hold it up in the middle. A good move to get forward. He's blocked down by the stick. Rothwell following it up. Pass goes across. Taylor missed the net. And it'll be cleared down all the way. That took another wild bounce right in the middle. Mason Sullivan forward. Mason Sullivan, the defender. Had his shot go wide. A player's down. He might have blocked it. That was Chirelis. He is back up. Taylor back on the left. A slap shot. Blockered away. Good save by Tomaziski. Rothwell sending it down low, trying to get it to Garvin. Garvin still working. Rothwell is going to battle Chirelis for it. Sticked aside by Tomaziski. Rothwell trying to follow it up. He doesn't have a good angle on it. Sullivan, right when he gets it at the line, it's gloved and held by Tomaziski.
And Nadu got away with a hook when Garvin was bringing it into the offensive zone, but good shift though for the Raiders. Able to put the puck on net, slow it down, get the best shot possible. Now you've got the big boys out.
Sullivan stepping forward. It is sticked away by Tomaziski again. McGrath in. McGrath, one of the 2 captains on the Tigers team, along with Colton Chirelis. Goes around the board for the Raiders. Captain Davis Sullivan. He taps it forward, but it won't go all the way down. Ransom tries to backhand it. Stafford is in there trying to wait for it. Marcos gets it back. He steps forward, the backhand into the middle. Got blocked away by Davis Sullivan. They'll play it back. It comes in front again. He didn't get through. Garanson sends it off. Still in the zone. Stafford the tap forward. He'll get back to it, receiving it from Davis Sullivan. Stafford, good move in. The shot. Good save. Botello, the one-timer. Another save. And we get a whistle and a stoppage of play. And it looks like Kean Stafford was down behind the play. He is grabbing the head.
I think they're just discussing to see if there should be a penalty on that hit on Stafford.
He is in the back of the bench being treated on by the athletic trainer for the Raiders. It's Susan Medeiros, been around here for a long time. Absolutely great at her job. And like you said, no penalty called on that hit, so we stay 5-on-5. Marcos sends it in the zone. McKenna, good step up. Checked a little bit off the puck. Marcos back to Botello, to DeRocher on the right. DeRocher nearly avoided a huge side hit. I think that was Chirelis that was going to make the hit. Puck goes all the way down. It is going to be on net. Tomaziski has to stick it aside. It's dangerous. DeRocher picks it up. DeRocher into the middle, trying to look for Nate Mello. Wasn't there. Puck will go all the way down. Silva will stick it for Nolan Botello. Nolan Botello, although Brady, he's a second liner on defense, he's going to be missed a lot for really his fast shot and the big hits that he does.
Absolutely. One of these a more offensive defenseman. Doesn't really make sense, but yeah, it does. Great player, really good skater. So I think that's the most underrated part of his game is his ability to get up and down the ice.
And like you mentioned, he can play offense and defense. When we had the injuries to Max Aguirre and Ashton Branco last year, he filled in on that third line with Liam DeRocher and Nate Cadero. Garvin around the net, gets by Garanson, goes to Costa on the line at the left. Costa Able to spin to get it back into the zone. Ransom gets to it first, goes to the side. 5:50 to go in the game. Got a man breaking on the right for the Tigers. You got to be careful. Taylor reads it well. It was Garanson trying to step up. Garvin sends it in deep. Rothwell will get to it first. Action starting to slow down a little bit. Rothwell stepping up, didn't get a shot on net. Maybe trying to look for Garvin. Simmons gets it out. Garvin has the angle and a good hit on the side right in front of the Raiders bench. Garvin gets taken down as well as the Tiger, and it is going to be offside at the line as Garvin trampled the body of Travis Cashman just right into the zone.
Swallows guy on the ice, hitting up one of the bigger guys on the ice. Good to see from Garvin. He's had a great game.
Face off won by the Raiders. Costa takes it in the back. Rocha on the backhand. He's trying to get it out. Davis Sullivan, the follow-up. To help get it out with Kean Stafford, who's back on the ice. Mason Sullivan up for Liam DeRocher. DeRocher wants another one. He had 2 yesterday. Puck hits the corner of the boards. Sullivan trying to come in and help. Taken away by the Tigers. Stafford again, he wants another chance. Goes to Davis Sullivan, backhanded to Liam DeRocher. Mason Sullivan keeps it in. The try goes wide. Stafford the backhand into the middle, got tipped, and it went on net. Another save for Tomaziski. Tomaziski, Brady's really done as much as he can tonight. Hold on, Stafford walking in, scores! I take that back. That's an announcer jinx. Stafford has got his second goal of the game, and it is 5-1.
That was pretty. That was pretty. It's another 5-piece McNugget for the Raiders.
Boy, did I jinx Cam Tomaziski on that one. Never safe from the announcer's jinx.
Because that's Jim Nance.
Yep. 10:40 the time of the goal. Kean Stafford with 15 on the year. Taylor walking in. It's sticked aside by Tomaziski. It won't be a save as it was going to dribble wide. Mello picks it up, goes to Botello. The wrist shot. Stopped and held by Tomaziski. Face off on the left side of the Taunton netminder. Mello picks it up. Mello walking in. Saved by Tomaziski. Rebound to the left side, and Colton Chirelis trying to get it out, but now has to restart. Back across to Garanson, lofting it up. Connor McGrath walks into the zone. Good move. McGrath couldn't get by the stick of Aiden Marcos. Luke Garvin was also in there to help. Botello on the side. Couldn't get it. McGrath sends it right through the crease. McCaughey gets a step on Noah Taylor. Stumbled on his own. Just 3.5 minutes to go. All that hard skate and the snow starting to pile up on the ice. McCaughey's offside. They have to wait till he gets back, and he does.
You're gonna wonder if you pull Silva. You're up 4, not a lot of time left.
Hathaway the backhand, saved by Silva, and they're calling for face-off, it looks like, on the right side as the net came off the line. We've seen that a lot from Silva's end in the past few years, though, with the net coming off.
It happens. Yeah, you're gonna wonder, I mean, getting out and cut some ice time, a little ice time. You're up 4, 3 minutes left. Offside.
It was Garanson who was offside for the Tigers. Stafford up for Davis Sullivan. Sullivan, a shot goes wide on the left side. DeRocher following it up. Couldn't create another chance. Valarelli couldn't get to it. Sullivan to Costa at the line. First line out there for the Raiders. Mason Sullivan, the wrist shot gets blocked, goes wide. Stafford leaves it for Davis Sullivan, goes back to Costa at the line. Good spin to keep it in. Down low to Sullivan, lets it go for Stafford. Stafford tried to find Davis Sullivan. Tried to send to the middle. Stafford walking in, and he puts it high. He's looking for the hat trick now, Brady.
Yeah, he's close.
Sullivan sends it in. McGrath can't get it out of the zone. Costa in deep. It's going to go wide. Granson off the glass. Touches Mason Sullivan. Matt Costa. That was a good pass. He didn't even know where he was passing it to, but he got it really to the other blue line. Mason Sullivan, good move. Turns it over. Chance right in front. And we're going to have a penalty coming up. And it is going to be against Taunton.
Yeah, it's gonna be a hook on Valarelli all day. Can't get the end of your stick in on your opponent's arm like that, grabbing him down. So Raiders close out the game on a power play.
Garvin to take the face off of the Raiders. He wins it. Rothwell leaves it for Costa. Costa walking in. Fed it across. Puck still loose. Garvin there. Couldn't get it on net. Mason Sullivan on the right. Goes back across to Costa. Costa down low to Taylor right in front. Tipped by Rothwell. Save. Tried to send it in front again, but Cashman cuts it off. Costa, a good job to keep it in. Now it comes out. Sullivan restarts, good move in. Mason Sullivan puts it wide on the right. Taylor following it up, goes to the line of Luke Garvin to Matt Costa, who walks in down low to Taylor. Taylor to Costa, couldn't hold on to it. Could be 2-on-2, shorthanded chance for the Tigers. Need to a shot, gloved by Silva. McGrath and Garvin, it's still loose in the circle. McGrath picks it up, a shot hits the outside of the net. Mason Sullivan up for Noah Taylor, couldn't get it in. McCoy at the line, had it blocked. McGrath trying to follow it up. Couldn't get it on net. He'll get it back though, but it's quickly taken over by Noah Taylor. Final minute, the Raiders are up 4. Tom Maziski blockers it aside. Rothwell gets to it first. We'll see if they just wind the timeout or try to get another goal. Noah Taylor hauled down and another penalty coming up. We'll play 5-on-3 for the next 43 seconds and essentially the rest of the game unless they score a goal.
Great overall effort though by the Raiders. I mean, 2 goals in the first, another 2 in the second. Spread the wealth a little bit too. McKenna, Garvin, Stafford with a couple.
It's Travis Cashman, the junior forward that goes to the box. DeRocha trying to get a shot on net. Let's see if they let a senior try to get a goal. They do have Colin Lord out there. This will be the chance to get his first career goal. Let's see.
He's got 30 seconds.
And he is going to tap it to DeRocha. DeRocha walking in, a shot blockered away. The rebound will go to Colin Lord, gets it to Botello. Botello at the line, and it's a good save by Tom Maziski. He's got 31 on the night.
So you got to imagine, Raiders are 14th in the power rankings. This is going to allow them to go up a little bit.
Yes.
And then born on Wednesday, if they should win, you're looking at an 11, the 11 seed.
Yeah, how about that? Because that hasn't factored in the Cambridge and Dartmouth results from Saturday and Friday
The new rankings
nights.
came out today. I haven't had the chance to see them actually, but
DeRocha wins it, goes to the side, Mello to Marcos at the line, over to Botello, the wrist shot is held again by Tomaziski. They're trying to get a senior to score, either Botello or Lord. DeRocha lets it go, Mello walking in, save the rebound, the follow-up, scores! It ain't Colin Lord, he was right in front. He might get an assist on it though. He was the last person to touch it to Nate Mello, and he makes it 6-1.
Yeah, I think they're going to give it to Mello. We'll have to check the official score sheet, but it looked like Mello, unless at the very last second, Lord got the slightest touch to it.
Yeah, because Lord was down and Mello shot it on the left side, and the clock stops, and they have to redo the face-off. Now they run the clock. That is the end of the game. Somerset Berkeley beating Taunton 6-1 at the Driscoll Arena, and Somerset Berkeley moves to 18-1.
Before we head off, I want to congratulate you on a great 40 years here. I know you said this is likely your finale here, so if that is the case, you've had a heck of a run. I'm proud of you and everything you've been able to do. You deserve it. I just want to say congratulations on a great 4 years.
Thank you so much, Brady. We still got one more game on Wednesday, and we still got the tournament to come in the weeks coming up. The job is not done yet for Somerset Berkeley and Coach Snyder's team. The goal scorers today, Garvin, Rothwell, McKenna, Mello with 1, Stafford with 2. For the Tigers, Connor McGrath getting it for them. Tomaziski, 34 saves for Taunton. Somerset Berkeley, Brandon Silva, saving 22 out of 23. For all of us here at Blue Raider Studios, Kayla Caruso, Nate Poirier, Tara Peckham, and Brady Kudo, and JJ Sylvia, I'm Keegan Hamblett saying so long from the Driscoll Arena. Have a good night, everyone.